Guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, my name is Anna. So for today's video I came up with this fall appropriate makeup look. So it is a little bit too dramatic. I loved how the eyes turned out. I have been testing out the Colourpop shadows for a while now, so you'll see this little Z palette in throughout the video. So yeah, I do have my own opinions about this, so I am going to mention in another video that you will see very soon. And yeah, anyways, so this is the makeup look that I came up with. Like I said, it's a little bit dramatic and hope you enjoy it. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and if you enjoyed this video, then give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye! So I'm starting off with the eyes, you know the drill with that, and I'm just taking my concealer by Maybelline in Fit Me, and I'm just applying 4 dots on my lid and then blending with the Real Techniques brush. And then I'm taking this shadow by Colourpop in Outta, and I'm applying this all over my lid so that it has basically a clean canvas for me to work on, and the shadows would blend in seamlessly. And with this shade, I am particularly trying to blend this in windshield wiper motions, and then as well I'm trying to get that blown away V, outer V. And then I'm taking this shade from Colourpop again in Wake Up Call, and I am trying to put this shade in a little bit lower than my first shade that I've applied. And then I'm trying to do the same technique, the windshield wiper motion, but then again lower. And then for my lid, I'm taking this Super Shock shadow by Colourpop again, and I'm applying this with my finger onto my lid just because I feel like it was a lot more pigmented when I used my fingers instead of a brush, whereas it wasn't that pigmented on the brush. And because I am applying this with my finger, I'm not being too precise with this. Then I'm taking this rosy gold shade by Colourpop again, and I'm applying this to the center of my lid to just add a little pop. And next up I'm applying this Colourpop shadow again, and this one is called Cloud 9, and I'm applying this onto my outer V mostly, and I am trying to blend the burgundy color a lot more seamlessly, if that makes sense. And personally, why I love this brush is because it's very kind of like a tulip brush, but then again, if you flip it sideways, you can blend this even more further and a lot more defined, if that makes any sense. And then I'm moving on to foundation, so I'm using these two foundations, which I really like when they're mixed together, and I'm applying a pump of Bourjois and then half a pump of the Loreal one. And then I'm just applying this with my Expert Real Techniques brush all over my face. And as you can see, I'm starting from the center of my face, going downwards, blending the foundation onto my neck, and then I'm going back from the center of my face and blending this around my nose, my cheeks, my chin, under my nose, and then I'm moving back to my forehead. And then I'm doing that happy dance because my foundation is done. And then I'm going with my concealer and highlighting my face to the areas where I need the most, which is basically my whole entire face. So I'm doing that upside down triangle on my eyes, and then I'm highlighting some laugh lines, my forehead, my nose, my chin, pretty much everything. And then I'm just blending this out. Whew, that was a mouthful. And a tip for you guys, when you are blending anything, any liquids, try not to swipe it on your face, but instead pushing this into your skin, which will give that a lot more flawless effect. And then I'm moving on to powder and powdering any places that I've applied my concealer, just because I don't want the concealer to crease throughout the day, even though this concealer does not crease on me, which is why I really like it. And then I'm moving on to my lower lash line, and I'm applying this shade from Colourpop in Bel Air, which is a really pretty shade. And then I'm going in with the Cloud 9 dark shadow for my lower lash line. Next up is contour, and as you can see, I'm always starting with my nose or my cheeks. For a second there I was going to say chin, but I have no idea why. And anyway, so I'm just contouring my jaw, my neck, just because I do have that double chin. And I am then blending this out with the same brush that I applied my concealer, just because I really like this brush. Personally, I really like using cream products on my skin. Not only does it look a lot more natural, but I really like this one because it blends seamlessly. Like, look at how fast did it blend my face contour. Then I'm moving on to Bahama Mama bronzer from the Balm Cosmetics, and yeah, I applied too much on that cheek. That's why I look like that. But I haven't used this one in a while, and then I realized that I feel like it's a little too cool tone for me. So I mean, this used to be my favorite, so I'll keep using this and see what was going on. But yeah, then I'm moving on to highlighter, my favorite part, and this is Maybelline Manizer from the Balm Cosmetics, and I'm applying this on my cheeks. And then I'm also connecting this from my brow bone to my cheek to create that C shape. And then I'm also highlighting my nose, because who doesn't highlight their nose, and also my forehead and my cupid's bow. And I always do this. Like, does anyone else do that? And then because I couldn't decide, I did a little dance and I lip sync, and then I went back to this shade, which I mean, I wasn't still sure when I applied this, but it is really dark and vampy and perfect for fall. And I do have a review coming on this very soon. And this is the final look, guys. I applied some lashes and mascara, and I also finished the lip just because my battery died. But this is the final look. I love how this turned out, and it looks so grungy and so fall. So I'm so glad this was my first fall makeup tutorial, because I loved how this turned out. And thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't clicked the subscribe button yet, then what are you waiting for? And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!